Welcome back everybody to my first playthrough Fallout New Vegas. We are now what I think is probably like the big city, right? It looks like this is like one big town in a way, or at least like these parts here. I've been just running around. I got in here through like a barricade further out, and I've been in one or two shops so far. I haven't really looked around that much. I'm gonna see what I can do. We still do the exploration and just looking for all kinds of fast travel points and stuff, so I'm just gonna do that. I think. I don't know. North Cistern. There was also like a manhole on the floor that led down to some tunnels, sewers. I don't know if I should go in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going outside again. Maybe I should. Yeah, you know what? I'm not feeling being in the city right now. I'm just gonna travel here, and I'm just gonna stay out of the city for now. I just want to run around and shoot things right now. As a little heads up, I'm having not the best day of days. I now have this perk, a jury rigger or rigging jury, or I can never remember. So that means I can now repair items with similar items. So I don't have the exact same type. I can just like remotely have a similar thing to then repair it with, which is absolutely awesome. Maybe now I will have an easier time maintaining a good armor. It's been a bit of an issue. Some people say, yeah, you're so slow because you're having the heavy armor on. And then I switch to lighter armor, and then they're like, oh yeah, you're getting so much damage. Like, there's no pleasing people. Where am I now? Sunset. Oh, Sarsaparilla. Oh, have I been in here? No. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh. What did he say?
Please stand clear. This is now a
I have Edie and Boone now with me.
This area clear.
Nope. Okay.
Proceeding with search protocols.
Whoa! Sheesh! I don't know if I'm not gonna be incredibly overpowered now with both of them. I don't know if they will leave anything left for me to do. Also, people keep saying this, you have to do the companion quest. I don't know. Have I done his companion quest now? Now that I've done the whole thing with his wife? I mean, I was hoping we would actually rescue his wife. He doesn't really seem to be interested in doing more of that. Maybe I just have to travel with him for a while for it to unlock. What the heck? Oh boy, hacking. Early in the morning hacking, oh boy. Questing. 4 of 8. Okay. Do NCR quests and talk with him after completing quests. I've done whenever I was in an NCR camp, I was talking to everybody trying to get more quests. So far, I think I've done everything that I encountered. Explore more of the map. Okay. Will do. Thanks. So we have questing. So it could be anything with an ing at the end, and we have a lot of that. Okay, let's see. Could be spending. It's the E and then ing. Sneaking could be equally. Could also be breaking. Oh my god. I really chose the wrong word for it. Could also be clean. It could be anything. Why did I do this? You know what? We're looking for the duds. I wanted to wait with the dud removal until I tried a few times in hopes it would add a few extra tries. I have the feeling in New Vegas it's a bit different with the hacking, and at least Fallout 4, maybe it's in 3 as well. When you remove the duds, it can remove a dud, but also there are brackets that add another try. And here it's only ever saying dud removed, dud removed. It's never saying added another try. See, it's always dud, dud, dud. So what you do is, you click a word. I chose questing, and it says 4 out of 8 is correct, so that means that 4 out of these 8 letters are the correct letter in the correct position. So it could be, for example, the E here and the ing. That means I'm looking for a word that has 4 letters in the same position as questing. For example, spending has the E at the third and ing in the end. So it could be spending. And then you have these 4 tries up here. Now I already used one, which was wrong. These 4 tries here in the top. And if you tried all of them and you haven't found the correct password, then it's gonna lock. What you can do is try until you only have one more try and then back out, but then you restart the whole process. Now if you do it like I did and you look for these brackets that are listed here on the side, they remove one of the wrong words, the duds. Now you could do it just like clicking on 3 words randomly and then back out, and then clicking randomly and then back out. You could do that as well. Okay, climbing cannot be. Everyone? Not really, huh? Egyptian, I'm just double checking everything just to make sure. I think it's one of those spending, speeding, you know, something with ing in the end. Could be speeding. So far, from what I know, it could be spending, sneaking, cleaning, and speeding. They're also similar as well. Okay, we're trying something. Let's try speeding. Maybe it's spending then. 5. Okay, something that has 5 in common with this. Could also be sneaking. I think it's more sneaking than spending then. The S, the E, and the ing, right? Okay. You have 1 saved message and 1 saved draft. Check message. To Margie Walker, Truckers Union Rep, subject bad news. But Bodie? I'll apologize up front if there are any mistakes in this message. I'm trying out a new dictation headset. Margie, the boss man just ordered some kind of newfangled robot that's supposed to take over some of your deliveries. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but you should hear about it soon. I'll write again when I know more. Do not pass this along. Check draft. To Maggie Walker, Truckers Union Rep, subject worse news. Oh boy. Body as in like the text body? We've got trouble. That hush-hush experimental robot I told you about the other day, the damn thing is single-handedly running all of our distribution in the Vegas area now. Your boys aren't on temporary leave. It's permanent. Damn. The president wants to see me in his office. I'll finish this later. Oh boy. Healthy glow. Hack computer? You think I will find a lot of sarsaparilla in here? Oh boy, don't make me go through all the boxes. Ooh, but I see a bottle cap. I love how they just came out of the ground a little bit. Did you see? Okay, no. No, I'm not checking every single bloody crate. No, I refuse. Yes, I would like to find some good loot, but no, I don't want to invest my lifetime looking through every bloody crate. We are not gonna do this, forget about this. I will be looking for bottle caps, though. And yes, I will miss things. It will happen. Be aware, safety, always. Go! God, I have to put down the weapon now because it's just too big. It's covering too much of my screen. I can't see shit anymore if I'm running around with that gun. Okay, should I go up or through here? I want to see if there's another door. Don't think so, so we go up first. I feel like in these crates it's mostly empty bottles anyways. But listen, I have to find a star sarsaparilla in here, right? A star bottle cap? That has to be a thing somewhere. Come on, game, reward me. I don't see one. Maybe deeper in. Okay, we're going in. So there's robots taking over the jobs of humans. That's what we know so far. How's this apple fresh? How? Gecko steak. Oh well, I'm taking it all. Mr. Janitor! He's deactivated. Oh boy. Empty, empty, empty. Bottle cap. Ooh. Carton of cigarettes. Nice. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Okay. More hacking? Oh boy. Processor swiveling. Batteries. Bartering. Briefcase. Believing. Apologize. Preparing. Secretive. Traveling. Arranging. Troubling. Agreement. Attention. Flavoring. Projector. Maybe I'm gonna remove the dots first now. Processor. 1 out of 9. Oh my god, okay. That could be anything. It's not projector. I was thinking the position of this E, you know? But maybe that's the thing. Okay, one more try and then we have to tab out. Cannot be traveling, otherwise that would be more the R, for example. So I believe the one letter those two have in common is the E here in this position. Can you see it? Yeah. Everything else, if I see correctly, is at a different placement. So we're looking for letter 5E. It cannot be swiveling, otherwise it would be 2 out of 9. Unless in agreement the N is actually the thing. Oh, that's so hard. I think I'm gonna try batteries. If that's not it, I'm gonna tab out. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Let's see if there's a word that is still there from before. Believing. Aha! Alarms replenished. Nice. So I tried something something and humankind is just 1 out of 9. So it cannot be the IN that is similar. But sadly I don't see the one to try before. Could just click through and see. Check mail. Water leak. From Clark Weathers. Water leak. Just letting you guys know, we've had reports of a possible small water leak in the upstairs meeting room. The long-term effects of water damage can be very, very expensive. So let's get this problem solved before it gets any worse, shall we? Great job. From Kenneth Aguilar. Great job. I wanted to personally congratulate you on the success of the new automated janitorial system. In particularly, number 135 has proven very popular with the staff. I can't tell you how many complaints I used to hear about stray bottle caps getting into the machinery. Oh, and we should have a meeting soon concerning the rest of your staff. How's Tuesday? Check maintenance system. Worker, blah blah blah, hallways, unavailable, unavailable. Worker, area bottling, shipping, current status standby. Activate worker. Commercing minor garbage collection. Back. Okay. Go, go, Mr. Janitor.
I see my services are required once more. It's about time.
Have fun. What's in the toolbox? Cabinet is empty. Okay. Lots of mugs. Whoa, okay, we're gonna check this out in a second. Is this where I came from? Ooh. Or is it? No. I think I went through the back entrance, basically. Sunset Sarsaparilla. What's this? Programmer's Digest. Ah. Yeah, I'm collecting all the magazines. I'm not really using them. Jesus freaking Christ, mate. Boon! Boon, my god. Wait, is that a lamp made out of Sunset Sarsaparilla? Take a sip, okay. Gee. Festus?
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Ring
He freaks me out, but I'm invested. Okay, pleased to meet ya.
New in town, partner?
Yeah.
Well, let old Festus give you the lay of the land.
Yeah, do so.
If you're here to redeem your sunset sarsaparilla stars, dump them into the slot in the barrel below and I'll count them up. If you don't know what sunset sarsaparilla stars are and think old Festus is just shooting his mouth off, say star info. If you're here to challenge old Festus to a game of lucky horseshoes, say I feel lucky. Lastly, if you're here about the health advisory that aired on Channel 6 recently, say silly old advisory.
So this is the place where I would redeem all the stars bottle caps that I have. I think I have a bit over 20. So, and I heard it's 50, so I'm far away from what I need.
Take care, partner, and keep drinking sunset sarsaparilla.
Uh-huh, we'll do so, mate. I'll be back. I'll remember this place. The most popular beverage in the West. Sunset sarsaparilla. Mate. I don't know what this is supposed to say. Mate with Louvre? No, what is this word? Pure! Oh, this is a P! Oh! Mate with pure cane sugar. Okay, that makes sense. Oh man. If I haven't slept well, my brain is really not focusing. Restrooms. Whoo! Whoa! That's a lot of bottle caps. You don't drink out of the toilet again. Do not. Oh yeah. No. No! I don't want to talk about this. I wanted to loot the jet. I was like, I'm gonna sell some drug addict some nasty, smelly toilet jet, you know? And they can inhale that shit, literally. And then I accidentally took a sip. Oof. Epic fail. Come on, game. Give me a star, son. I'm taking it all. Give me a star thingy. Door to Mojave? No! Okay, well, I have seen a room that led upstairs. Hiccups. I think I came from here. Have I looted this? No. Here. Freshen up with Sunset Sarsaparilla. Bottle cap, ooh, bottle cap. Boom, boom, boom. That's empty. Anybody else having the urge to read the files? Like, I see these sarsaparilla files and I would like to read them. The game won't let me. See these ones? Aww. Oh, it said empty. Nuka-Cola! The competitors! Somebody was sneaking in the enemy beverage. How dare. Or maybe they were taking it for copying reasons. That'd be nasty too. Out of order. What is out of order? Broken custodial robot? Whoa. Come on, gimme the star thingy. I wonder how many of these star bottle caps are actually to be found in the place, in the entire game. It says I need 50, right? I'm just wondering, can I find them all? Maybe there are just 50 in the entire game and you have to find them all if you want to redeem this. Or maybe they're like, I don't know, 69 or so. And then... you don't have to find every single one. Okay, wait. Bottle cap. Oh, there's also bottle cap. Sometimes you have to be very accurate with where you're aiming, like with the jet and the toilet. Sometimes you just have to remotely look in the right direction, you know?
Worker number 27438 reporting. There seems to be a malfunction with the line, sir. Wait a minute. You're not my manager. Intruder! You must be bloody stupid if you can't hide from me.
Demise of the machines, 20 out of 50. Well, didn't expect him to go rogue on me all of a sudden. Hi, Boone. Okay, so I assume that eventually I will find everything that I need, and then I'm coming back another time when I have all the star thingies. Okay, well, we'll be back another time. Go up. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my. Empty. Empty. Okay, I love this gun, but it's too big. Nothing inside of here, I think. Ow! These things always remind me of the traps in the dungeons in Skyrim. You know, the ones that you step on and then they trigger the smack thing, you know what I mean? Okay, I just wanted to see if there's a different room, but it's the main entrance. I think we have had a little fight in this area, no? Yeah. That way then. Oh, enemies. A fiend? Laser RCW. What is that RCW standing for even? Oh. Good job, Boone. Okay, so wait, I was going this way. Hello. No, there's enemies over there. Whoa. Ay, ay, ay. Damn it. Oh, Boone. Okay, hear me out. I love how strong they are, but they're a bit too aggressive. Maybe I have to have a look into their settings to make them a little bit less aggressive. You guys are taking all my kills, all of them. Nothing left for me to do anymore. What's in the dumpster? Pack of cigarettes, hell yeah, they sell for a good price. Master of the Mojave, 50 out of 75. South Vegas Ruins East Entrance. Aha, okay, so this way we go back into the town, I think. Buffalo gourd, They're so strong. Uh-oh. Sorry, Boone! Wait, you triggered it, right? Because I don't trigger those anymore. I have a skill. What are you? Okay, which way to go first? Nothing. I feel like so far these runes are very picked clean in this game. El Rey Motel? Wait, this is closer. What's this? El Rey Motel. No, this is it. Okay. It looks rather big. That's what she said. Now, question is there other people inside? Living people? Nice people? Who are you? Chem addict.
Howdy.
Okay, I thought I could maybe give her the toilet jet, but maybe not. Now, where's the office? It seems like it's not forbidden to lockpick it.
Take him out.
Sheesh, Boone! I just wanted to say hello! Fucking hell, mate. Oh, it's a crazed chem addict. Okay, never mind then. You go get him, boy. Pre-war casual wear? Nah. Pre-war head. Nice fedora. There's nothing in here, really. Oh, he already dead. Is that an empty syringe? Medics. Nuka-Cola victory? I want the empty syringe. Oh my god. There you go. Pre-war book. Not Boone. Suitcase. Oh no, the teddy bear in the bathtub. Okay, looks like there's no other room up here. I actually managed to kill 2 as well. Yay! Bottle cap, woo! Courage today, victory tomorrow. Nuka-Cola, we take it. Ah! How did I not see this? Oh, probably this bad boy. Oh no! No! Well, now I picked it up anyways. Okay. Footlocker's empty. These doors are inaccessible. So... I don't know which way to go first. What's this? McCarran field? Is that what they went with?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hell yeah, buddy, hell yeah. Camp McCarran! Whoa, this is huge! Hang on, I want to see the map. Ah, okay. It's within this place. Gotcha, gotcha. Hi, trooper. Just pointing at things. Trooper, you can't just go around and pointing at people. That's rude. This reminds me of the Brotherhood of Steel base in Fallout 3. A little bit. Not like one-to-one, of course, but like just from the size of it and everything. Ah, plenty of tents. Obviously we can't...
I hope we can defend it this time.
Obviously I can't go around stealing things from them. I don't want to anger the NCR. I want to be on friendly terms with them. And see, all of this would be considered stealing. So we have to find, I don't know, some person that has some kind of important role. So Sergeant Bitterroot, for example, he will have to tell me, give me a quest, right?
I'm Bitterroot, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Yeah, I like your goatee. Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were.
Ooh.
I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Got XP for that. What happened to your parents?
They're dead.
Oh.
Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Whoa, he really is bitter. Tell me about what happened to them at Bitter Springs.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
You don't really mean that, do you?
Don't I? Beg pardon, man, but you never met my parents. My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Oh, God. You know, I constantly hear things like this about the cons, and yet still people tell me, the cans are so nice, you really messed up, ruining the plot with them and, like, killing them and being on their vilified side, you know? And but I hear nothing good about them ever from nobody. Even that kid, that emo poetry guy, Jerry, was it? Who was living with the cons was like, I want to get out of here. So nobody ever said anything good about them. So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young.
Thank God.
The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beatdown. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
How did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle.
Daughtry.
He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
I've heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Enough of your sob story. Not too friendly, are you? I don't want to annoy him now. How long have you been with the 1st Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
So you would get along well with my friend Boone here. Your father is your commanding officer, is that allowed? Wait, but his father, it's not his real father, so...
Yeah, look, he's not my real father.
There you go.
He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Well, we just had the talk, so, you know.
It's like
No!
I told
Misclicked, sorry, I wanted to go down here. Where can I find some work around here?
you, Merc. Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
Commanding officer? What do you know about the Grey Khans?
They're scum. Lazy, trumped-up raiders. Most of the time they're drunk or high, and when they're not shooting chems, they're selling them. Used to have a settlement up at Bitter Springs till they pissed off NCR and got slaughtered for their trouble. A lot of us got killed at Bitter Springs. A lot of them, I mean. My parents died too.
Okay. Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
So, looking for his daddy. Who are you?
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the strip.
10 of spades?
Hey there, miss. 10 of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
I'm not gonna ask him if he's alright. He has a stutter, obviously. 10 of spades. Where did you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT
Ace of
says,
spades,
sorry kid, you're
ace of spades.
too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
Queen of spades? No. Yeah, you should maybe do that. How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
When did you enlist in the military?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before.
Nice.
These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
He has a lot of ass focus here. What do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back.
And kick their ass.
When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way.
Uh-huh, by kicking ass. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Yeah, I want to talk to everybody, and then I want to talk to Boone. Gorobets.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can... I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon.
Good morning.
If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
See, last time I was shooting a few people and I picked up their hats. So I'm running around with, I think, 2 hats with specific names. I think this is the bounty hunting. So I can already hand 2 hats over.
Carry on.
Good night, sleep well, thank you. Now, where is this? Hey, Sterling.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this... Howdy. Name's Sterling, 1st Recon.
Like the silver?
Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces. Landmarks and such, too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there, lever action, right?
I called her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself.
Sweet.
Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorobets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different. So long as I can hit my targets.
I would like to... I read that in the comments on my YouTube channel. I read that there is upgrades for the cowboy repeater that I use sometimes, which is a pretty decent weapon, I'd say. I would like to have a few upgrades on that thing. Have you always been with the 1st Recon? Yeah, he was born in here.
Used to be a ranger. One of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
I'm sorry to hear that. How did you manage to escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there.
Aw.
Lucky break, they said.
Oh, very lucky indeed, knowing that the NCR is usually shooting hostages, right? How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Okay, goodbye.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
You too. Good night. Sleep well. I have to find this other fella.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can...
Hey, you guys keep talking about this Nelson place. Oh god, I would like to take all the loot. Sorry. He's just a regular trooper, right? now.
Hey.
Super trooper, da 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 da. Where? Boone, do you know where I can find the guy? The big boy? Okay, have I been in every bloody tent? I'm not taking all the loot. That's gonna get me in trouble. I don't want trouble. Maybe I have to develop a system here looking at the tents. I would just really like to find the commanding officer, this Daughtry guy.
Morning.
Morning. Maybe in the building? Can I even go inside? Yeah, maybe I have to go in here. Las Vegas. Is this it?
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend
Okay, you guys don't have to tell me about Nelson back in our hands all the time. Oh boy, this place is huge. James. Wait! You guys were mates, weren't you?
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
Or, I've definitely heard of the name, Colonel Shu. How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. That's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Oh. So there's the dam, and then there's like this little teeny tiny speck of land on the other side of the river. And this is where the legions are, I think, if I understood correctly. I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Do you need some torturing? I got some practice in Kingdom Come 2.
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Oh, Mo! Oh no! You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. But I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Or the Fiends, we kind of know that. Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
I've done that already. What's Camp McCarran's role in NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here, we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So I just got a quest from him. Can I take... Nope. Nope. Okay, that's stealing. Hello, hey. Angela Williams.
You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or...?
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
To be honest, I never thought of the smell of doing, like, stuff in a lab. So you're a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang.
The twang.
Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Love the way she talks. What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Hildern. Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay, goodbye.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Okay, love, thank you.
Hey.
Thomas Hildern. Give me a job, Thomas.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, this is the first I've heard about Vault 22. Depends how much you're paying. Oh boy, I don't want to mess this up. Maybe he's gonna shut down if I say I don't know about the vault, but I don't want to lie. So no.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening. Save the sales pitch, just tell me what you want me to do. I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
I don't think so. Yes, I'd say so. Nothing is impossible. Get to the point. Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific discovery is never so simple as that. Tell me more. This all sounds a little hard to believe. What do you need me to do? Tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer.
Shush.
I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Maybe it's Harold from the early Fallout games. And he's still chilling somewhere, and he has all his followers. You guys remember the guy who had like a tree growing out of his head, and then eventually he just became a tree? Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I bet you don't mean any insult. Goodbye.
Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
This guy's weird. Okay. Boone, let's talk.
What is it?
Wait here, how do you feel about Manny Vargas? Let's talk about tactics. Some questions I want to ask you. Tell me about yourself. Let's trade equipment. Okay, maybe in here.
Okay.
Does the name Benny mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good talk. I have a different question.
Okay.
Now, how do you feel about the NCR?
Coming east was about securing the land so people could live without fear. It's not always that simple, but I think the cause is still right. And God help us if they lose.
Any thoughts about Caesar's Legion? Or Kaisers?
Yeah, lots of thoughts. All about the best ways to kill them.
Okay, good. Glad we talked. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the talkative kind, huh? More the I go in and kill everything kind of type. Which is fine by me, to be honest. Very deep character. Lots of depth. Okay, we can't see anything. I'm just looking around. Maybe I can find somebody to talk to, giving me a quest. Bruh. So many bottle caps and they're just lying around, nobody uses them? Ooh. You're just a normal trooper, are you? Figures. Inaccessible. Walter Hornsby.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, this is funny. Seeing a bunch of teddy bears lying around in an NCR camp? Alright, so this is where the prisoner is, huh? But she doesn't wanna...
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
That's my face, sorry ma'am to disappoint.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay.
Didn't
My
wanna
name
stare at
is
your boobs.
long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Yeah, they and their stupid rules. Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Okay, is this a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
So that makes me believe he's not really completely against cooperating with us. What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why didn't you just beat your prisoner senseless? What about a truth drug? There's such a thing? Have you tried calling him hurtful names? Just bully him. Truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes. And one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering.
Oh.
But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
And beating him?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR.
Well...
Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do this?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. Okay. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started. I'm not interested in doing that right now. I object to the use of violence against prisoners of war. No, I'm okay. Let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Okay.
Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
Dirty thoughts?
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
Do tell.
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Please tell me they will be automatically... Do I have to put them all manually in there? Please no. Oh god. Damn, he has one hell of a jawline, huh? Hi, Silas.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
My mama. You smell like excrement, so there. You're about to tell me everything you know, Silas. Attack, uh-oh, now you make me angry.
I must admit that a conversation with an imbecile may be far worse than the kind of torture I was anticipating. But somehow I think I'll manage.
You're about to tell me everything you know, Silas.
Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know? I can take anything you've got.
Had enough.
I don't have unarmed, and his armor is blocking everything. I think I just have to punch your bloody face, huh? Will take a bit. Can you use VATS and... You can use VATS with unarmed? That's interesting. He's not even fighting back, the bastard.
Had enough.
You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him.
I'm not.
Step outside a minute. Let off some steam.
He-
Nice job. Why don't you wait in the other room while I chat with Silus here?
See ya.
Like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep her under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe.
Yeah.
It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
Okay. Are we trying to talk again first, or...?
You hit like a bedridden old woman.
Lucky you can borrow my dentures when I knock all your teeth out.
It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm.
Okay, come here.
You like that?
The dialogue.
You like that?
Why are you so tiny, you know? I'm really looking down on him here. Oh! Critical strike. Change your mind? Change your mind? Come here. I'm gonna accidentally kill him. Silas, come on. Be wise. The Bud Spencer punching sound. Come here, bud. He's not even fighting back. I feel bad.
Had enough?
You had enough? You're not even fighting. Or you're missing all the time. I don't know, mate. There you go.
Enough. This is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way. I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
I did it. I did it. I'll be the judge of that. Let's hear what you've got to say. Maybe I'll beat some more useful information out of you. I'll be the judge of that.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
There must be more you can tell me.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
So the mole is an officer.
Get away from me.
Okay. Okay, is my inventory filled again? You retrieved your confiscated equipment. Okay, cool. Hey, Boyd.
So, that was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
Thanks, love. Goodbye. Fame gained. Ooh.
Yep. See you around.
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at this.
Okay. Confiscated goods. They have nobody in their prisons. So I guess they're not taking any prisoners apart from this guy. Wait, where's this leading? Inaccessible, okay. Sadly not allowed to take anything of these things. Concourse. Hi, Boone.
Hello.
Man. Christina Morales?
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
You look upset. What's wrong? She really does.
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends.
Oh, shit.
Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot.
Oh.
Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
If your husband is dead, what does it matter if you get the corpse back? It seems strange the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade. Well, I mean, I understand that ultimately, is it worth to risk other people's lives to retrieve a corpse? I mean, I'm not okay with the whole NCR, we are shooting hostages so they don't have leverage on us kind of thing. That's stupid. Even though it is still risking other people's lives and increases the chances that they get even more hostages in the end if you fail. But that makes, I understand, it makes very little sense. It's just like, you know, maybe I'm just gonna ask, how did he die?
He was out on patrol. Bunch of drugged up fiends attacked them. Esteban laid down cover fire while the others fell back. One of the men saw him get shot. He didn't die, though. Not then. They tried to go back for him, but there were too many fiends and they had to pull out. Damn savages chased them halfway to McCarran.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
Okay, so we have a dead body and a missing soldier. I'll recover your husband's body. I can bring his body back, but it'll cost you. Sorry for loss. I hope Colonel reconsiders. Not my problem. Goodbye. It seems strange the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve fallen combat. No, okay, I'll recover your husband's body.
Ma'am, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Okay, thank you. Ranger Morales corpse. Okay, cool, thanks. Now, I would really like to find Daughtry, or what his name was. Because I would really like to hand over the heads.
Hey.
William Farber.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Colorectal explosion syndrome? That's a very fancy word for diarrhea. Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Wait, so you confused me with a man? Ouch. Got anything to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
I'd like to buy some food. Can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty.
Probably smelly.
Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to.
Okay.
But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
Okay, so basically I'm not having to buy a bunch of meat and bring it here. Basically, I'm just making connections. What parts are needed to fix the food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul.
Okay.
It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a good repair level now. Where might I find these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in Westside might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Okay. H&H Tools Factory marker added. Where should I look for spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
I'd like to talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
Could you remind me where I should look for supplies? I'd like to buy some food. Okay, goodbye.
Come back soon now.
Yeah, I'll try my very best. Repair food processor? Let's see. Repair the kitchen food repair 80. Just rig the machine. Succeeded. Bypassing several broken redundant coprocessors using nothing more than bobby pins, tape, and a trooper's Swiss Army knife. You managed to get the machine running. Hell yeah, look at that. Nope. Nope.
Howdy. Looking for chow?
I fixed the food processor.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me. Thanks again.
Okay, goodbye.
Come back soon now.
Yup. Okay, could you? Thank you. I would really love to find this one guy. I guess I have to go downstairs and outside again to find that fella. How did I get here? Through there, I think. Okay, I hope he's not gonna make some creepy cannibal stew. Okay, I think this was the door outside. Okay. So maybe in the tent there?
Hello.
You.
What can I do for you?
Didn't we already have a talk? He tells me... He told me to go talk to Daughtry about mercenary and, like... bounties, right? Why you always why you only hitting in the balls, mister?
Let me guess. You got work for me, right?
No.
Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade.
Oh.
No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory.
You already said no glory.
I'd settle just for the women.
Well. Why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends?
Damn right they were. And they were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam.
You.
Dead. Finished. Over.
Yikes.
See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
How long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
Huh. You've worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right?
No.
Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
What are you going to do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards.
Oh, boy.
There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Why'd you quit the trade? Well, because no easy money. Want to play? No, goodbye.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Maybe you will be rolling in a shitload of your own guts.
Still gotta take my leave at the strip.
Sterling, okay. But this is how I came in, I think. Don't see anybody here either. This bloody boss are gotta be here somewhere, right?
We
Fucking
won't
finally!
go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Bloody hell, mate.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about the fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
I have 2 of the hats already. Yes, it does.
Good.
3-card bounty.
That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet.
Dead.
God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs.
Dead.
Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook.
Dead.
Rapist,
Ugh.
pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot.
Also dead.
I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother, and never leave her side.
I can handle the dogs. Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is
I'm gonna
southeast.
skip this. Anything else I need to know? Alright, got it.
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
Want to claim a bounty?
That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list?
2.
Let me see the scumbag's head. God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags?
Yep.
Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away.
Actually, I have another hat here.
You killed another one. Let me have a look at the head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you.
Alright, I'll go after Driver Nephi.
You've got some guts, I'll give you that. Nephi is one tough son of a bitch. You let him get close, and he'll take your head off. My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon. Snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nephi into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head, you'll still get the bounty. It's a better bet than trying to take Nephi one-on-one, but it's your call.
I have Boone.
Out in the yard. Gorobets coordinates our sniper teams. He's been gunning for Nephi for weeks now. Only thing he hasn't had is willing bait. Don't have enough troops to order anyone beyond the fence. Not anymore, anyway.
Okay, got it.
Just bring me back that last head, and don't lose your own.
I'll try to prevent that, yes. I'll have to come back to him anyways and talk to him about the reward, so we will do the conversation bit after.
Right.
Now, I think I'm gonna take a break here, save the game real quick, and then we will go after the final head once I get back, guys. I'll probably get another coffee. I'm glad we finally managed to find him. He was not standing here. I was standing here multiple times, looked up and down, and he was not there. I even used vets to make sure that I'm not accidentally missing one person standing here, so the waiting actually worked, and then he was suddenly here. So I'll remember this very spot. So yeah, taking a short break, getting a coffee, and then we will go back in, killing some mercenaries, and of course, further exploring Mojave. Hope you guys enjoy, and I see you in a bit, okay? Have fun.